Hi there and welcome to Buster's Workouts. What I'm going to go through today is some kind of prehab, rehab stuff that I do. Some of it's taken from a book, it's called Pain Free, but a lot of the information you can find on the internet. There'll be the books available on Amazon. And some of this stuff is just stuff that I find that helps myself. This is my individual prescription for myself, so while this may help some people, you have to take into account your own weaknesses, strengths, and figure out what works for you. So the first exercise I'd like to do is some toe circles. We'll then move on to a calf stretch, a hamstring stretch, and then we'll do some work with the bands, and then show you the supine ground stretch using a table. Using some equipment today, a strap for doing the calf stretch and the hamstring stretch. If we've got time, we'll do some chest expander work with a lifeline cable. We have a door anchor with a resistance band strapped in, and we've got a small table we used to do supine ground progressive. Like I said, a lot of this information is found on the internet, so it's not really necessary to buy the book, but certainly if you want some more information, then go ahead. So we'll start off with the toe circles, just to get some mobility in the ankles. My personal prescription for me, I think, is ankles, hamstrings, calves, hips, and some upper back work. That seems to keep me ticking over. Like I said, find out your own stuff and have a look around and see what fits you. So anyway, the first one, we'll keep this toe pointing up towards the ceiling, this leg nice and straight, and we're going to work this leg. So hands behind this, back of this thigh, and we're flying back, and we'll just do big toe circles. I believe the prescription is 30 reps clockwise and 30 reps anti-clockwise. Let's say get this other nice and straight, and big circles this way. 30 one way and 30 the next. And then repeat also in the leg. Next exercise, we'll use a strap. This is just an old strap I had. I believe you can pick up yoga straps, actually do this job better. So it just goes around this part of the foot because we've got to stretch the calf muscle. This knee's bent, and what you really want in this stretch is to have both the knees in alignment with each other while you stretch. And I'll usually hold this a minute each leg and then move on to the hamstring stretch. So I'll just show you how this goes without me talking. So both knees in alignment, back nice and flat, and just pull the toes forward for the stretch in your hamstring a little bit, but mostly in your calf. Like I said, a minute each side. And then move on to doing a hamstring stretch. So move the strap down a little bit lower. In this one, the knees don't have to be in alignment. This leg should actually come up. What you must make sure about is your bum doesn't come off the floor, because you're not getting the full range of motion. You keep your bum on the floor and stretch as far as possible. When I started, I could hardly get anywhere, but it's steadily improving again. A minute each side. So again, the knees don't have to be in alignment this time. It can come up, but just don't get the spot of the floor. Keep it nice and down, and just stretch that again, lie back for a minute each side. So that covers hamstrings, calf muscles, and some ankle mobility as well. Depending on what I'm doing, it depends what I'll move on to next. Usually I like to do a lot of cable work or resistance band work, just to work the upper back and the rhomboids, like all that thing. So these, I'm trying to aim to get my thumb right into my armpit. Usually do 10 reps each side. Sometimes I'll do explosive, pull in, a hold for 5 count and a slow release. I'll just mix it up. and just go over 5-6 sets with different ranges and different reps. I like to use a split stance, nice and low, and funnel into that bit. On the other side, try not like keep your torso nice and upright, don't let yourself sway around and don't let yourself get pulled by the band. I'm also a big fan of chest expander work, just working without any real sets or thinking about it, just general pulls, just to open up that chest and the back muscles. There's not a lot of resistance on this, but like I said, it's not as a strength workout. It's really just to work the shoulders through different ranges of motion, and it just kind of feels good after you've finished with it. One of the other things, so we've done the ankles, calves, hamstrings, upper back, and we'll do what's called a supine from progressive. We'll need a small table or block. I believe you use these blocks, but I'm not actually sure where to pick them up. I use a pillow on top of it as well, just to kind of range my range of motion. It's important to keep this leg perfectly straight. You've got to be sitting here for 10 minutes probably each side, so you need to pay attention to this leg and don't let it flop, or you won't get this stretch. So this is what affects the hips. So that leg nice and straight, and this leg up here. I like to make sure my bum and my hamstring is quite close to the table, and sometimes I'll even just double pillow just to get that bit more stretch, and you'll feel it in the hip here. That's a gentle kind of elongation rather than the hip flexors. And usually I'll do 10 minutes each leg while watching TV or something late at night. And again, it helps these hips lying here for 10 minutes. So don't let this leg flop out. Make sure it's nice and straight all the time. You need to be conscious of this. So that's the supine going progressive. Let's say this is my prescription for me, but there may be some things that you can use yourself. I would certainly say that ankle mobility doing every day seems to be crucial. I think a lot kind of stems from ankle, and it starts to affect the knees, and you'll find your hips and lower back, that kind of progression from the ground up. So if you're working these things every day, that's really great. I might also do a kind of counter stretch, which will help the lats as well. After doing that, again, just on your knees, hands out, and just pushing back and just stretching the lats out. Really, you should be aiming to do this every day to counteract all the wrong movements you do. For instance, I sit at a desk all the time, so my hands are forward, so I need to make sure I pull those shoulders back and do this kind of thing. Try to aim for every day. I believe the offer the pain-free recommends you do them in the morning. Personally, I think it's better to do them at night. Let's say just to counteract all the wrong movements, the bad movements you've done every day. And that's it. Hope some of this is useful, and take it away from it what you want. And let's say pick up the book off Amazon if you want some more information. Thanks guys. That's all. Cheers.